Imagine waking up as a goblin. The series is out to be smart enough, partisan and stares down the red bear. Both parties then continue to clash, and it all ends with someone losing a hand and the other losing a head. With the last ounce of strength in Gabru, he bites the hand that feeds him while staring at the severed head of the red bear. As his stats get buffed, the hero collapses. Follow him everywhere until they arrive at the storage unit where the human girls are shocked to see this foreign macho god. Our boy gets a bit sad that they couldn't recognize him, so he does a few tricks before they ease up again. Meanwhile, Godme is busy pinching his leg. Later on, the appraiser presents Gabru with a partisan she made and mentions that she made a knife using the spirit stone he gave her. He finds this interesting, so he rewards her by patting her head. Unfortunately, this makes Godme and the redhead pinch harder on his legs. Estrangement. She claims that her name is Returner and that she was attacked because the gem on her head is worth 1 billion gold. The hero smells trouble, but before he can speak, Returner bows her head and pleads for his help in chasing off her pursuers. And Gabru announces that they're headed to the treasury at that moment. The smith then hands him a spirit stone knife, and Gabru promises to chase off the humans before adding that he'll kill them if they don't run. They go through the wall Gabi had mistakenly created, but the hero has his team hide till further notice. He comes across the humans soon enough, but they look down on him so much that they attack. One of them enters stealth mode to swing his sword at Gabru. The hero easily catches it. He gives them a piece of his mind, calling them murderers and robbers. He even tries to play nice with them. Unfortunately, they all run towards him and begin to attack. He then notices the mages at the back. As they come at him, he sees it all as a feeble attempt and literally flings them away. Shit gets real when he gets struck in the head with lightning magic. This angers the poor goblin about to be rich goblin. Bottom line is that he's financially stable. He launches an attack and calls forth the rest of the team. They then beat the shit out of the humans and rob them blind. Gabru pulls out his spirit stone knife and joins his team to finish off their attackers. He takes a bite out of them and gains the abilities of the wizards and more. He then moves on to 6 magic backpacks capable of storing numerous items, and this gives him the ability to create a ginormous magic bag. Afterwards, they head to Velvet's treasury where they find the corpse of the mage still sitting. Returner returns to her master's shoulder where she gives a small lecture about Velvet's obsession with spirits. She then flies into Gabru's palm. There she disintegrates, leaving behind her gemstone. The hero wastes no time in eating it and gains the ability of the Golden Order. Meanwhile, Gobkichi is busy simping over Gabi. For shame. They pay their last respects to Returner before stuffing the gigantic item box with all of Velvet's treasures. Afterwards, the hero cremates the corpse, leaving a strange gauntlet that he tries on his severed arm. Dude, this thing comes alive and literally digs into his flesh. He gets an arm complete with self-evolution and a blast spell, and doesn't hesitate to show it off to the other goblins with boring hands. They end up shutting the entrance to the treasury with boulders, and Gabru hosts a party with the loot. Day 38 is Inventory Day, and the day after that is Give Inexperienced Goblins Some Weapons Day. With the vermilion spear called Kazaklu Bay, the magic bracelet called Solitary Fury, and his silver arm, Gabru comes to possess 3 legendary artifacts. These artifacts range from inferior to phantasm, and legendary artifacts sit pretty in second place. They gather ingredients for bear stew later on. The soldiers kill the prey with their improved skills, the sisters prepare the kill, and everyone sits to eat. By day 40, the hero pits all 15 hobgoblins against themselves and wonders if he should create a mercenary company. Gabru heads into the forest early the next morning to hunt. He kills and consumes a golden spider and wonders if he should use the golden silk ability he gained to become a fashion designer. Up next, our boy defeats a red deer with rose quartz for horns, and later comes across a wonderful tree with purple shade basking under the sunlight. He notices some half-naked ladies called dryads. Apparently, they seduce males of intelligent races and prey on them for nutrients. You'd be safe. Ain't nobody wants your dumbass. It takes everything in Gabru to resist the wiles of the dryad before him as she presses her juicy jugs against his bare chest. She licks his face, and it gets to the point where he can no longer resist her, so he activates his libido ability. His outburst causes a golden light to burst into the sky, and the sight of his third leg fascinates the dryad. Gabru crouches over her, and for 5 hours he breaks this pervert's back, leaving her more than satisfied after they're done. She bids him goodbye, so he heads to the river to wash himself clean. There, he gets attacked by a group of lizard men, which he easily defeats with his legendary arm. He gains some new abilities and moves on to face a raging bull, punching its head with his jolt counter technique. By day 42, they discover 2 goblins with magic abilities and transfer them to Hobbsy's team. Basically, she's cuckoo, so much so that Gabru is scared of what she'll do with these underlings. On the flip side, the hero learns to enchant items with magic, and this doesn't impress the smith. Godmi and the redhead become jealous, so an obvious Gabru asks around. He doesn't get an answer from anyone and even gets served poisonous food by the twins. He finally approaches the alchemist, who reveals that both girls are jealous of his Dryad's encounter. He adds that he has hickeys on his neck, and this makes Gabru blush uncontrollably. She then kisses him and outright tells him to break her back too. He's still considering it when an outraged Godmi shows up. No, she's not mad, she actually wants to join them, and dude, she's not the only one. All of the other, ladies want a piece of the hero as well. Luckily, he's not a stingy person. That's right, he put up the golden curtain and fed all the ladies his seed. Such a valiant hero, I must say. Gabi stops Gobkichi from interrupting this encounter, and the hero promises to take responsibility for whatever happens. The Boo of the Booless awakes on the 44th day, and he later comes out and discovers that the visitors are elves. Proud elves. The hero can tell that these ones are going to be a pain in the ass. Demigod of flame and of war. Unfortunately, everything else is noise to Gobkichi because all he wants is for the hero to battle him again. They take it outside like it's the trash. Yeah, I've got punchlines. He's so happy that he grabs her. Luckily, human resources doesn't exist here. On day 54, Gabru announces the departure of the losers and asks if any other loser would like to leave. He later creates earrings with his blood. After he tests it out on Godmi, he confirms that it works and makes plans to produce enough for everyone. By using his spear to make light of the bones before him, he defeats all of them before attacking and eating the skull of their master. Afterwards, the kobolds bow before him, calling him their lord. He tries to explain that he has killed many kobolds, but they don't give a rat's ass about the dead. Gabru even offers to take them in and realizes that he has gathered a variety of species, much like every Netflix movie ever made. Thanks for watching, and don't forget